All right, this is a overhead light from a Diamond DA40. It's 2004. It's one of the first planes with the G1000 glass. Not that that really matters, but just for anyone who's, I think these units are the same. These light units, so they install in the ceiling. They're the little map lights. This plastic enclosure, I got a price on it, and because I have one that's broken, $650. But so I'm just going to replace the light bulbs in 2 of the units, and then on that third one, I'm going to just put it in the back. I don't think people really need the map light anymore with iPads and other devices. These things here, these are the boots that cover the light, and they get kind of crudded up over time. This one's actually in decent shape compared to the others, but essentially this covers it up because the air comes in through that top vent, and that air also will come through these lights and these switches and kind of blow cold air on the passengers and on your shoulder. Speaker is also a problem with that. I'll do another video that shows the speakers. Anyway, I need to replace the light bulb in this guy because they were out, and I also wanted to replace the boots. So I did order these boots. They were $50 each for this little piece of plastic or rubber. So I did get 3 of those, even though one of the lights is broken, one of the assemblies is broken. I'm still gonna, cover it up with a boot so it doesn't, it's not all windy. So pretty much just broke the seal just with a sharp plastic wedge, a scraper. I cut the silicone that was around this thing and pulled it out and then cleaned the silicone off the edges. Pretty easy. And it took all 3 of them out. They all had wiring harnesses connected to them. These guys right here. So pretty, it's pretty easy though. These pins right here, I labeled them, but they hook in where? Here and here. Right there to the lights. So like I said, pretty easy assembly. Had I known earlier, I wouldn't have taken this whole harness out. I would have just unplugged the individual pins, but I labeled all the harnesses so I can get them back in properly. So anyway, like I said, I want to replace this bulb here with an LED. So this is a really tricky mechanism. It feels pretty cheap, unfortunately, but all you really have to do is give it a little 1/8 of a turn, basically, and then you can pull it out, and that's the old incandescent bulb right there. So it's really weird getting it back in. So kind of remember the orientation. It's about an 1/8, and then it's a lock. I didn't actually put it in because you'll see when I put it in, it's finagling it. So the next step, I don't have a tripod for my camera, so just pull the bulb out. You didn't get to see that, but it was pretty simple. You just pull the bulb out. So then I went to, what's it called? Bulb Town. This place right here. Just ordered it online, and I got the diamond bulbs. Let's see if it has the part number on here. Yeah, I got the T3 1/4 6 volt through 28 volt white LED miniature bulb wedge base, and I ordered 3. And you can see they were only $7 each. Not bad. And had I known that other fixture was broken, I wouldn't have ordered the third because obviously, I think my other one's broken to a point where I can't fix it. But who knows? I might be able to make it work. So anyway, the bulbs look significantly different. They look like this. They have a white base. And compare the 2 next to each other, and you can see that it only really has one side of the contact that's legit here. So I don't know about this one. I didn't really get a good look at it. It's probably the exact same thing. And what I've heard, I haven't actually done this yet, but what I've heard is that if you put this in, it's possible you'll put it in the wrong way. So it just either works or it doesn't work though, so it's no big deal. So you're going to put it back in this base here. See, the base is here. I'm going to drop it into that base, and then we're going to screw the bulb. We're just going to half turn it back in, so I won't be able to, maybe I can show it. There we go. There. That's back in. And then seating this back in is weird. I'm going to try to do it while I hold the camera, but I can't really guarantee I'll be able to. I kind of rock it really gently back and forth in the position it's in here. I mean, It's just, you don't want to really force it, but to some degree you almost have to. And then I'll try it the 180 way of that, you know, just to see if it, I think though it appears to be symmetric, so I think you can put it in either way. But when you get it, I still don't have it, but when you do finally get it, it actually does seat, but it's weird because it just feels like something's sort of blocking it while you're doing it. So I hope I can do it while I'm on camera, because it's kind of an aha moment when you actually get it. Although I can't figure out a good way to reproduce it. I've done it about 5 or 6 times now just to kind of figure it out. So that, I kind of got one edge of it in, and I'm trying to rock it to get the other edge in, just gently. And then if I don't succeed with that, what I'll do is I'll just kind of pull it back out completely and just try it again. So maybe go into there. Oh, there we go. See, and it just fell right in. It just, if you get it just right, it just kind of drops in, and then all you have to do is go like that, and you're set. What you don't want to do is take this whole assembly apart here. You definitely don't want to do that, because somebody did that, some mechanic did that on mine, and I guess he pried all that, and he ended up breaking all the, essentially bending this to the point where this swivel didn't work anymore. So I encourage you not to try to take this assembly apart. And that's it. From here, you know, you're just going to put your harness, your 2 pins on that harness back in place, and then you have to silicone it back up in. But the nice thing about this is now that you've put a 10,000 hour LED in it, you probably won't ever have to come into it again. So that's what I know. Hope it works for you. Bye.